Om Keshwaya Namaha, Narayana Namaha, Madhvaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Vishnuaya Namaha, Madhusudaya Namaha, Trivikramaya Namaha, Vamanaya Namaha, Sridharaya Namaha, Hrishikeshaya Namaha, Padmanabhaya Namaha, Damodaraya Namaha, Sankarshanaya Namaha, Vasudevaya Namaha, Pradyumnaya Namaha, Aniruddhaya Namaha, Purushottamaya Namaha, Dokshaya Namaha, Naya Namaha, Achyutaya Namaha, Janardhanaya Namaha, Upendraya Namaha, Hare Namaha, Sri Krishnaya Namaha. The Wi-Fi is coming and going, and that's how there is a interruption in our lecture today. The Kalinga Sarpa's wives are submitting their prayers to Lord Krishna. I offer obeisances again and again to you, who are the basis of all authoritative evidence, who are the author and ultimate source of the revealed scriptures, and who have manifested yourself in those Vedic literatures and encouraging sense gratification, as well as in those encouraging renunciation of the material world. If we did not have the powers of perception and cognition, evidence would not be transmitted. And if we had no tendency to believe in particular modes of evidence, persuasion could not take place. All of these processes, perception, cognition, persuasion, and transmission, take place through the various potencies of Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord Krishna is himself the greatest scholar and intellectual being. He manifests the transcendental scriptures within the hearts of great devotees like Brahma and Narada. And in addition, he incarnates as Vasudevasya, Vasudevyasa, Vasudevyasa, the compeller of all Vedic knowledge. Vedavyasa. He incarnates himself, Lord Krishna incarnates himself as Vedavyasa also, the compeller of all Vedic knowledge. In the multifarious ways, the Lord generates a variety of religious scriptures which gradually bring the conditioned souls through the various phases of re-entry into the kingdom of God. We offer our obeisances to Lord Krishna and Lord Balarama, the sons of Vasudeva, and to Lord Pradyumna and Lord Aniruddha. We offer our respectful obeisances unto the master of all saintly devotees of Vishnu. Obeisances to you, O Lord, who manifest varieties of material and spiritual qualities. You disguise yourself with the material qualities, and at the functioning of those same material qualities ultimately reveals your existence. You stand apart from the material qualities as witness, and when be fully known only by your devotees. The word guna conveys various meanings. The three basic qualities of material nature, that is goodness, passion, and ignorance. Excellent qualities, one manifest because of piety and spiritual achievement, or the internal senses, such as the mind and intelligence. The word pradipya means unto him who manifests or illumines. Thus, here the naga patnis are dressing the Supreme Lord as he who manifests all material and spiritual qualities and who causes the living entities to be conscious. One can see the Lord by going beyond the screen of material nature, and therefore he is called Gunatma Achadanya. Gunatma Achadanya. If one methodically and intelligently studies the functioning of the material qualities, he will ultimately conclude that there is a supreme personality of Godhead and that he exhibits his illusory potency to bewilder those who do not surrender unto him. The Lord is never affected by the modes of nature, being their witness, and thus he is called Guna Drishti. Guna Drishti. The word Swa indicates one's own, and thus Swamode means the Lord Krishna can be known only by his own people, the devotees, and also that ultimately only the Lord can know himself perfectly. Therefore, we should take Lord Krishna's instructions in Bhagavad Gita and immediately come to the right conclusion, full surrender to the Lord's lotus feet. Thus, we should humbly glorify the Lord, following the examples of the Nagapatnis. O Lord Hrishikesha, master of the senses, please let us offer our obeisances unto you, whose pastimes are inconceivably glorious. Your existence can be inferred from the necessity for a creator and revealer of all cosmic manifestations. But although your devotees can understand you in this way, to the non-devotees, you remain silent, absorbed in self-satisfaction. Obeisance is unto you who know the destination of all things superior and inferior, and who are the presiding regulator of all that be. You are distinct from the universal creation, and yet you are the basis upon which the illusion of the material creation evolves, and also the witness of this illusion. Indeed, you are the root cause of the entire world. The words para and avara indicate superior subtle elements and inferior gross ones. The words also indicate superior personalities, devotees of the Lord, and inferior personalities who are unaware of the glories of God. Lord Krishna knows the destiny of all superior and inferior entities, animate and inanimate, and as the supreme absolute truth, he remains in his unequivocal position above everything, as indicated by the word Sarvadikasya. O Almighty Lord Krishna, although you have no reason to become involved in the material activity, still you act through your eternal potency of time to arrange for the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this universe. You do this by awakening the distinct functions of each of the modes of nature, which before the creation lie dormant. Simply by your glance, you perfectly execute all these activities of cosmic control in a sporting mode. Therefore, all material bodies throughout the three worlds, those that are peaceful in the mode of goodness, those that are agitated in the mode of passion, and those who are agitated or foolish in the mode of ignorance, all are your creations. Still, those living entities whose bodies are to protect their religious principles, that you are now present on the earth. At least once a master should tolerate an offense committed by this child or subject, O supreme peaceful soul, you should therefore forgive your foolish husband. Forgive our foolish husband who did not understand who you are. So that's how the Kalinga Sarpa's patnis, that's wives, are praying to Lord Krishna to relieve him. O Supreme Lord, please be merciful. It is proper for the saintly to feel compassion for women like us. This serpent is about to give up his life. Please give us back our husband, who is our life and soul. Now please tell us, your maid servants, what we should do. Certainly anyone who faithfully executes your order is automatically freed from all fear. The surrender of Kaliya's wives has now complete, and Lord Krishna immediately gave them his mercy as described in the following verses. This is called Kaliya Uvacha. Vayam kala sahotpatya tamasa dirgamanyavaha swabhavo dustajo nata lokana idussodavaha toya drishtamidam vishwam datar guna vijarjanam nana swabhaviryoja yo nibijaya shikrate. So Kaliya Uvacha, that Kali is also praying. Thus praised by the Naga patnis and Supreme Personality of Godhead released the serpent Kaliya, who had fallen unconscious, his head battered by the striking of the Lord's lotus feet. Kaliya slowly regained his vital force and sensory functions. Then, breathing loudly and painfully, the poor serpent addressed Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in a humble submission. That's called Kaliya Uvacha. Serpent Kaliya said, our very birth as a snake has made us envious, ignorant, and constantly angry. Oh my Lord, it is so difficult for people to give up their conditioned nature by which they have been identified with that which is real. O Supreme Creator, it is you who generate this universe composed of the very agitated arrangement, variegated arrangement of the material modes. And in this process, you manifest various kinds of personalities and species, varieties of sensory and physical strength, and varieties of mothers and fathers with variegated mentalities. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, among all the species within your material creation, we serpents are by nature always enraged, being thus deluded by your illusionary energy, which is very difficult to give up. How can we possibly give it up on our own? O Lord, since you are the omniscient Lord of the universe, you are the actual cause of freedom from illusion. Please arrange for us whatever you consider proper, whether it be mercy or punishment. Shukadeva Goswami said, after hearing Kaliya's words, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was acting the role of a human being, replied, O serpent, you may not remain here any longer. Go back to the ocean. Go back to the ocean immediately, accompanied by your retinue of children, wives, other relatives, and friends. Let this river be enjoyed by the cows and the humans. If a mortal being attentively remembers my command to you to leave Vrindavana and go to the ocean and narrates this account at sunrise and sunset, he will never be afraid of you. If a mortal being attentively remembers my command to you to leave Vrindavana and go to the ocean and narrates this account at sunrise and sunset, he will never be afraid of you. If one bathes in this place, my pastimes, and offers the water of this lake to the gods and to the other worshipable devotees or personalities, or if one observes a fast and duly worships and remembers me, he is sure to become free from all sinful reactions. According to the Acharyas, the Lord spoke this verse to make it clear to Kaliya that he could by no means remain in the Yamuna lake anymore, although the Lord had mercifully pardoned the serpent and ordered him to go to the ocean with all his associates and family, sons, and Kaliya should not even consider requesting to remain in the lake, because it was now to become a holy place of spiritual pilgrimage. Out of fear of Garuda, you left Ramanaka island and come to take shelter of this lake.